Hello and welcome everyone. This puzzle is really amazing. It is from 100 years old, or you can say 99 years old. There's only one move for white here in order to win, but you need also to complete the variation after the first move. And you can see that he have a queen and you have only one bishop and one rook. So can you at least find the first move for white here in order to win in this puzzle? If you played your bishop to e1 check, he will move his king to g5, and if you played your rook check, right now his king escaped from h6 and white will not win here. And if you started with your rook check first, now he will the same run with his king from here, and if you played your bishop check, he will escape from f6 and white will not win here. If you try to sacrifice your bishop from d8, he will just take, and when you play a rook check, he will escape with king and black will win here. If you play the pawn to g3 check, he will run with king from g5, and when you play your bishop check, he will run from f6 and white will not win here. The only move that wins here for white, you want to do a checkmate with your bishop from here, or you want also to checkmate with pawn, but you need also to prevent him from going to g5. And the only move, you sacrifice your rook from c2. Okay, we will not see the variation when he takes the rook because it will be a longer variation with bishop. We will check first if he didn't take and played his queen to e8. What white can do here in order to win. Now, you will play your rook to c5. Now he can't move his king from g5 and you are threatening checkmate with pawn from here. If he tried to play his queen check, now you will just put your bishop to c7 and you are threatening checkmate. So he must sacrifice his queen and you will win here with white. And if he moved his queen to e2, now you will play your bishop check from d8 because right now his queen left this area. So after he moves this pawn, you will take and that's a checkmate with bishop here. And if he moved his queen to e3, the same, you will play your bishop to d8 check, you will cover with pawn and you will play your rook check and that's a checkmate, he must cover with queen. And when you take the queen, that's a checkmate because he can't take because the pawn is pinned with the bishop. But what if he moved his queen to f8 instead? It is different here because if you play the same move, rook to c5, to prevent his king from going to g5, he will just play his queen check first from d6. And after he moves his king, now he takes the rook and black will win here. So queen f8 is preventing rook c5. But you can play a rook to c4 check. He will move his king to g5 and you play your bishop check from d2. He can't go to h6, he can't go any of this area. If he went here, you will just play rook check. He moves his king and you take a queen and you win here with white. So there's no other move here for black instead of taking a rook in c2. Okay, let's see this variation right now. What happens after he takes the rook in c2? Now he left a place for your bishop to do a check from d8. And black have only one move is to cover with pawn. Okay, what white can do now? You can't play g3 because the pawn is pinned with his queen. So white here will do an amazing move. You will play your bishop to a5. And the idea of bishop a5, you are threatening checkmate from here, and when he covers with queen, you take and that's a checkmate. So what black can do here? And at the same time, his queen needs to stay in this line to stop white from playing the pawn to g3. So what black can do here? If he played his queen to d1, you will just do a pawn to g3 checkmate. If he played his queen to e2, you can't push the pawn, but he will play this move, the bishop to c7. Bishop to c7 now, you are threatening checkmate with the bishop from here, not with pawn. The pawn is still pinned. If black pushed his pawn from here, now you will play your bishop to d8, check. He must cover with queen, and you will take, and that's a checkmate. So he can't play g4. He will play his queen to f2, so you don't play your bishop checkmate from g3. Okay, and white here have another amazing move, or you can say a brilliant move, bishop to d6, a waiting move. The problem here for black, he can't push this pawn, and his queen need to stay here to stop this pawn, and also it need to stay here to stop the bishop g3 checkmate. So what black can do here? He can sacrifice his queen from here, but if you take, it will be a draw because 2 pawns versus 2 pawns, but you will not take the queen now. You will play a different move, g3 check, and that's a checkmate. He must take with queen and bishop g3 checkmate, and that's the only way to win with white in this puzzle. If you enjoyed it, make sure to like the video, and thank you for watching.